Now, our last two guests are representatives from two major groups that are engaged in preparing this country's workforce for the in-demand skilled jobs that you have heard about today. Dr. Keith Bird is the Chancellor of the Kentucky Technical and Community College System. Now, Keith, can you tell us if America's Forgotten Middle Skilled Jobs, the report, rings true with your experience running the largest workforce preparation system in your state? And also tell us why you think Skills2Compete makes sense for the students and businesses who are relying on your system and community colleges throughout the nation.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity, and good afternoon, everyone. I'm very pleased on behalf of our 16 colleges and 65 campuses to add our endorsement on behalf of our colleges, as well as I think I can speak for all of our community and technical colleges throughout the system. This is extremely timely for Kentucky, and let me give two quick examples here. It certainly resonates with the work that we've done this last year. Last year we conducted CEO briefings for over 300 CEOs throughout the state to hear what they had to say about Kentucky's workforce and about jobs in the future, both short-term and long-term. And what they had to say, we've already heard from the speakers today. And what they indicated was, in terms of retirement, in terms of skills, that we were really confronting what they saw as a looming workforce crisis. In fact, our publication that we just issued has a hurricane sitting right over Kentucky in the eye of the storm, because when you look at the demographics, Kentucky will lose over 91,000 workers in the next 25 years, and the CEOs are already extremely concerned where they're going to get a technically qualified workforce. When we asked them to identify the top three challenges, they talked about the limited number of technically skilled employees, the limited number of non-technical skilled employees, and supervisory level employees, and particularly in manufacturing, healthcare, mining, and coal, and education. And I think Phyllis would understand our comments from our manufacturers. We're talking about very high-tech, high-value manufacturing. We do an awful lot in automotive manufacturing, and these skills of these multi-talented people are very, very strong. And we need to really create a pipeline for the whole system. The other thing that we discovered this past year is working with our Kentucky Workforce Investment Board and our own statistics, is Kentucky, even more than most, is going to have about need about 83% of the jobs by 2014 will require an associate's degree or less, including industrial certifications, additional vocational training, and such as we've heard from the previous speakers. And again, it's obvious the fastest employment areas are in dental hygiene, first responders, all of the allied health, of course, the transportation, logistics, and the manufacturing. And again, the point was made earlier, even when we look, and we're working very closely with our Cabinet for Economic Development, we look at the Office of Innovation and Commercialization as we look to focus on potentially new job growth in areas like health and human services, the biosciences, information technology, environment and energy, which is very strong in this state, and material science and advanced manufacturing. The comments have been made, for every researcher, for every engineer, you need X number of technicians to accomplish that. And so we feel that we are in a position to be a strong partner with the public workforce system, with economic development agencies, and of course with our primary partners, business and industry. But we can also say that our experience in Kentucky is that this will involve a real cultural change in terms of how people look at education and the value of the education that we bring to the situation.